The most exciting news of today is none other than Denzer Guzman making his MLB debut tonight, and at just 21 years old, as well as Christian Moore will be making his return back up to the Angels after having very important daily reps down here with the Bees.
Defense really has been your calling card all season long, and forcing turnovers is a huge component to that. What did you like defensively in the first half?
I thought we sped them up really well.
How about Amanda Barcelo coming out, setting the tone? How effective has she been from beyond the arc as well as penetrating the paint?
Yeah,
You all just clinched back-to-back series wins against two of the toughest teams in the PCL in OKC and Las Vegas. What has allowed this team to find this success?
Yeah, I think we're finding a groove.
And Scott, how about this outfield, making diving plays left and right? What was it like going to battle with both Rada and Lugo out there?
Yeah, I got some of these.
This lineup can really score in so many different ways, whether it's small ball or long ball. So what impresses you the most about this group?
It's that,
And one last question for you. Are the Bees buzzing right now, Mr. Scott Kingery?
Bees are buzzing for sure.
After all of the madness, upsets, and crazy finishes, we have two of the top three teams in the country battling it out for that one shining moment. A heavyweight fight between the two #1 seeds, UConn and Purdue. Zach, a 3-hit, 3 RBI night. What made the difference for you at the plate?
Just good scouting reports.
You showed some serious emotion when you were sliding into home in the 8th. Describe to me what was going on in your head in that moment.
Guys don't think catchers can run, so if you score from...
Sean Anderson, absolutely dealing on the mound. 7 innings, only allowing those 2 runs. So from your perspective behind the dish, what was working so well for him tonight?
Yeah, he was awesome. I was just sitting back there long.
And Albuquerque, they have a pretty tough lineup. So what was the game plan heading in to try to silence them?
We were going to attack them with fastballs, make them uncomfortable.
And tonight truly was the epitome of a team win. The offense was firing, the pitching was great, the catching was phenomenal, as well as the defense. So how good does it feel when everything's clicking together?
It feels really good to get right back on track.
Tony, throughout this season, series openers have been tough for the Bees. So before this game, I asked Sean Anderson, what are the big keys to get the job done tonight? And he said, first and foremost, they need a strong start on the mound. These pitchers know how important it is to come out and set the tone early on. And Dakota Hudson has been doing just that. And then Sean also added that he loves where the lineup is right now. It's a great combination of some young blood with Denzer Guzman as well as Nelson Rada. And they're starting to get back some of the guys who were injured, like Carter Keyboom. He definitely showed the boom in Sugarland, so now it's time for him to turn it on right here in Utah. George, welcome back to Utah, and you made it just in the nick of time as baseball season is wrapping up. So what are your first impressions of this brand new ballpark?
Well, it's unbelievable.
You mentioned it, the young core is so talented, but also seasoned vets like yourself. So what makes this group so special?
I think if you have a mixture of both.
And the last NBA player I asked this question was your former teammate Jordan Clarkson, and he responded with, I can play it all, pitcher, shortstop, center. So I'm asking you this, if you're out there on the field, what position would you be the best at?
I would say DH, because I don't know how much ground I could cover being a fielder. So DH, we'll go with that.
And you had a great first pitch. What were your thoughts on that?
There we go. I thought it was a little high, but if you gave me a second chance, I'd be better at it.
You're from Venezuela, so what is your favorite food that you've ever had back home?
Back home, I always want my mom to make me eggs, rice, and tajada, that is a fried plantain.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I think she needs to send some over because I want to try. And I know you're a big candy guy. So if you have to choose, what is your favorite candy?
Favorite candy will always be the Milky Way.
Milky Way. Okay, kind of a hot take, but I like it. And if it's late at night and you're craving something sweet that isn't candy, what are you going to choose?
I'm going to go with the Chips Ahoy and milk.
Okay, I heard that you could have an entire sleeve by yourself. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm totally true.
We might need to test that out.
You put together 13 innings of work, only allowing 4 runs, 7 hits with 10 strikeouts. So it looked like everything was working, but for you, what made the difference?
Yeah, that first start.
What does your prep look like when you're gearing up for that second start in a series when just a few days ago you were going up against a pretty similar lineup?
Yeah, so obviously.
On Sunday, you only needed 75 pitches to get through 6 innings of 2-run balls. So how much does it help you when you're able to go through the innings so quick, especially in those opening frames?
Yeah, it helps when you're...
And Brett, that was your 3rd straight quality start, your 5th on the season. When I think about your last month, consistency is the word that comes to mind. So what does it mean for you to see all this hard work pay off in such a huge way?
Yeah, it's
Tony, back when Dakota Hudson was with the St. Louis Cardinals, he had so many incredible pitchers to look up to, including the 3-time All-Star and World Series champ, Adam Wainwright. Now, back at spring training, during Dakota's first ever Major League spring training, Adam actually came up to Dakota and said, "Hey, do you have anyone to toss with?" And Dakota admitted he was terrified, but they ended up throwing the ball back and forth. And at first, Dakota was throwing his two-seamer that would cut. And Adam said, "Hey, mine does that too." And then he went on to show him his sinker grip, and ever since, that has been one of Dakota's best pitches.
Nico, after a tough series in Vegas and a close one last night, how incredible does it feel to pull out this win?
Yeah, it feels good.
You were that much-needed offensive spark plug in the third inning with your 3-run homer. What'd you see at the plate that allowed you to really explode in that one? Oh, I saw the shot. Sebastian, I got you this time. Nico, how are you feeling right now?
No, good. We just all week.
You really have found comfort with 2 outs on the board. So what do you think enables you to have that clutch gene?
Yeah, I think.
I know family means everything to you, especially your daughter. So how do you think becoming a father has really shaped you into the person and player you are today?
Yeah, it's giving me.
She's little, but could you have a future softball player on your hands? I know Arizona has a great softball program.
I know. I need a Chip. Help me out.
Of course, you went to the University of Arizona, a little rivalry, a Sun Devil right here, but you had an incredible year in 2021, making it to the College World Series. So take me through that journey.
That journey.
Another goal that you accomplished was being drafted back in 2021. And then the next year, you would make your MLB debut. Now, that sentence is pretty wild. So what does that mean to you, just a year of playing in the minors?
It means a lot.
When there does come a time that Chase Silseth retires and hangs up the cleats, hopefully not for a very long time, but when it does come, what is next for you? And during this tough time, you had what I can imagine is one of the best moments of your life, welcoming your second child, Jordy Michael.
Yeah.
How special has this last month been with them?
real special.
And you haven't played since April 29th. How excited are you to finally run out onto that field and compete again?
Nah, for sure.
You really couldn't write this script any better. Opening night, brand new ballpark, grand slam, the first home run ever here. So what does this night mean to you?
Oh, I mean, it's special.
And you all were passing that baton to the next guy and the next guy throughout all 9 innings. So how much of an emphasis has that been in the clubhouse?
Yeah.
Tony, for B's starting pitcher Brett Carey, he likes to treat himself after a start. And for a while, it was a trip to McDonald's. But then he changed over to Taco Bell. And get this, his order is a Crunchwrap Supreme with no sour cream and extra Taco Bell hot sauce. Yes, that is very crucial to the order. Now, he did make sure to add that he does sometimes switch it up with a few McDonald's every now and then. But once you make the transition to T-Bell, I mean, you can't really change back. So the goal for Brett Carey tonight is A, quality start, B, a win, and C, a trip to Taco Bell, Tony.